Hello, guys. What's going on?
Hey y'all. Today I'm just not in it. Like I know that I promised that I was like last year was my last day like being raggedy on camera, but I'm just not done. I'm not ready to just
You're fine.
I started
You're
off
fine.
I started off the year like ready, and now it's just like I just need to like
You don't
stay
have time.
alive.
It's fun. It's like I can't do this every day, guys. You're gonna have to get real, raw, and uncut. This is like Keisha Cole the way it is.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly like Keisha Cole the way it is. Exactly like it. So anyways,
What's been going on with you guys? Last
yeah.
time we spoke, we went over our thoughts on the Emmys,
Yeah.
and that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
So
I
now
love
we're
the pop
here.
culture episodes. Y'all are starting to fuck with it more, which we appreciate a lot. But this is the Bravo episode, which y'all fuck with a lot more.
A lot.
And we have so much to talk about, but we mainly want to talk about Traitors. But before that, I wanted to get into a little Bravo celebrity
Ooh.
because we do have some things going on. Number one, Sam from Summer House is single. Shout out to her because she's our girl.
Okay.
And I'm just like so proud of her because remember, I literally went on a rant about how you should not be dating someone who lets someone else platonically spit in their mouth.
Spit in their mouth, yeah. So hopefully she doesn't have to deal with that.
She doesn't because she broke up with him.
Which is,
But then you know what that means? Like she's outside. She's outside this summer.
yeah.
Well, not necessarily. I don't think anyone's outside. Well, we're outside because we're warm. It's going to be cold soon here for a few days. But once it warms up, Sam's hitting the streets. So, girl, if you come to South Florida, hit us up and we'll show you a good time. I'm so glad to announce that because Corey was... They aesthetically, they look great together. But him as a man, that's it. Silence. But that's number one. So congratulations to her because this is a celebration. It's not like they were like married with kids. Like she has her youth, and like, don't waste your youth on this man who's wearing crop tops and letting people spit in his mouth platonically. Like that's something I refuse to do. Number two, Nene Leakes.
That's what I was waiting on. Nene
Yeah.
Leakes is going to host the Baddies East reunion. Okay?
This was
Understand that.
announced less than 24 hours ago, and it was filmed 24 hours ago, and I heard that they showed out.
I feel like it's just really we're gonna see Nene Leakes. That's what people don't understand too, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's so much bigger than this." When you host a reunion, specifically a Baddies reunion, you're not really hosting. That's what people don't understand. You're pretty much propped up in a chair, and they show you for like 5 seconds, and then we don't see you anymore because we're in the parking lot, because we're like behind the scenes in the dressing room watching bitches snatch each other's wig off and stuff. Like we're not. Nene Leakes isn't gonna be. It's not like an Andy Coe. I know we're used to Andy Coe and then Housewives reunions. It's nothing like that. So you guys
Nothing
have
of
to
the sort.
understand that. It's
Additionally, I do want to say that although Zeus Network has not necessarily gotten the best reputation, and I understand why, especially these last two episodes of Baddies, and depending on which side of the internet you're on, which I will never go into here, but on the Patreon we absolutely go into. We told you before the stories broke. But anyways, so Zeus Network has definitely turned into something that if you are not paying attention to, you will be surprised who is willing to work with them. Because I remember I felt a way about Zeus, and then it built up like, okay, this is where we go to watch these two bitches who used to have beef on Love and Hip Hop talk. And then it went to, you know, obviously, well, it was Black China. The only reason we know what it's about is really Black China. Black China show, Tokyo Tony's dating show, Blame It on Quay dating show. It was like all these dating shows, like a cute little like internet website, okay? But then they got it together. The Cabaret, must watch, raw, real reality that we have not seen in years. Baddies, which is basically they have the Bad Girls Club reunion and that it's like, okay. Then what really got me is it's not Krishan and Blueface, because anyone could have this Krishan and Blueface. We get a free show on Instagram. What got me is seeing Floyd Mayweather. That's when I was like, okay, Zeus is really working on who they're networking with and building it into a media empire. So when you have a heavyweight icon like Floyd Mayweather working with you, and even though his first event, it was where probably the most noteworthy Zeus related fight went down, it's still Floyd Mayweather. So obviously this is special. That's when it really turned into, damn, okay, so they're doing something over there. Then what you're not also realizing is like Nick Cannon is about to be with Zeus Network heavy. The whole Bad versus Wild thing, he's fucking with it heavy. And mind you, Nick Cannon is an entity of his own. Good or bad, up to you. But Nick Cannon is someone whose name holds weight in not just Black culture, but culture in general, because he's been around forever. So you have Floyd Mayweather, you have Nick Cannon, so that means that they're making moves. Zeus is on the come up. You'd be surprised at how much they're worth, how much they pay people, how much it gets streamed and talked about. Even if you go on TikTok, just type in baddies, type in Jocelyn's Cabaret. People are watching this network. And it's not, well, from the forefront, it just looks like a whole bunch of Black mess, but it's also like something that is getting built up into, I'm interested to see what it turns into if it goes the right way. If it keeps going in a certain direction, then we'll be talking about Zeus in the past tense. But right now, Nene is working with a network that is hot, independent, and is on the tip of everyone's tongue, good or bad.
And that also doesn't mean that she's not going to be back where she was. Let's not count that too, because from what I've been seeing, and I believe that was on Dumois. Was it on Dumois? I don't want to lie, y'all, but I've seen that Bravo is in talks with 2 of the OG housewives. Who those OG housewives are, I don't know. But from what I have been seeing, Nene Leakes is on the top of everybody's list as far as Housewives of Atlanta.
Because look at the state of Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean, true enough, I could say, a lot of people, Kim Zolciak is being talked about a lot, so.
Wow, my ring light just went out, but it kind of like didn't even change anything. Continue.
You literally.
This is a shadow. I literally match you now.
Does your ring light not want Kim Zolciak on the show?
As soon as you said it, it went out.
It's like,
Or, and mind you, it's not like just like a regular ring light. This is a floor ring light, like a big. You see my ring light?
That's a Floyd Mayweather ring light.
A Floyd Mayweather 3-round ring light. So I don't know, but yeah. So I did see that same blind item. I do believe it was from Dumois. I don't know what's going on. I did hear Candy say that Bravo has been taking a long time and they're tripping and that people have lives.
I'm glad they're taking a while. Take as long as you need, baby. Take as long as you need, because you need to be making the right decisions. I cannot afford to see another failed season. I can't.
Right. And we can't. I can't take it, especially after, no offense, Potomac this season. Woo. We're going to need to Slow down, little boy.
Might be the next HBO Max. So.
And then the most important update that I have, obviously, I already shared it with you guys. And they also went to, well, shout out to Bravo for inviting us to the premiere of Vanderpump Rules. We're in Florida. It was in Cali. Another one is in New York. So either way, none of them were close to us. But to be invited is to be included. And you know how super fans of Vanderpump Rules we are. They not only invited us to this premiere, but they showed us this premiere episode. And when I say things are shifting, wigs are shifting, like Kim Zolciak's wig in Atlanta Housewives from the jump. And this is a spoiler-free review, okay? Because when I say things are shifting, you're probably thinking, oh, we know who the flip-flopper is. I'm going to tell you, brand new intro. Mwah. Beautiful. First time we don't have anyone pretending to work at any of Lisa's restaurants. Never in the history of Vanderpump, like even last season, Rachel was working at Sir. So we don't have that as a backdrop anymore. They're really like, hey, we're grown, we're sexy. We did this show. We got our multi-million-dollar houses. This is it. So that's it. And then also, as far as group dynamics, Tom Schwartz is a bitch. You will see the bitch is when the show premieres. But the thing is, I think he could have gotten away with it had Miss Rachel also came out with a podcast. Okay, you guys don't know the name of it. I don't care. Everything that I learned about Rachel is by force. I was forced by the other blogs to know what she said in her podcast. And she said that Tom Schwartz knew from the beginning. Are we shocked? Crickets.
I mean, why would we be shocked?
Why wouldn't he know?
Do we not already know that?
No, he's lying. He's like, I'll find out in...
That's his best friend. Y'all know.
Bitch.
Come on now.
Come on. So that was all a part of his whole shit, because, like, I'm a casualty of what Sandoval did. And it doesn't work when you don't tell the whole truth. And even at one point, Rachel told what is her whole truth when she did that part after the reunion, and she revealed that she didn't want to say anything because her and Sandoval were in cahoots about it or whatever. But anyways, point is, we get the people at their houses, we check in on them. It didn't have a lot of Katie, in my opinion, but I feel like throughout the season we will have more Katie. Schwartz plays victim, but he plays victim every season. We even left off with him playing victim. Another thing is Ariana is we're not seeing her thrive as much as she is yet. And you have to note that this picks up only 3 months after Scandal. So it might feel played a little bit for you, but I implore you to think about the magnitude of what happened and the short amount of time that they picked up cameras again. This is when we were still finding out information. This is when we were trying to see where Rachel was. This is when we were trying to see if they're still together. So it's a good episode. People start to shift very quickly. It's a fun watch. And you guys, I won't say that you're going to love it if you have these expectations of what's going to happen now. It's more like, okay, where do we go from here? It's more realistic. So I want you guys to have like realistic expectations about Vanderpump Rules. And that's all we can say without getting sued, because we don't want to get sued and we also want to still get screeners and invited to stuff. Right. So I can give you a rating 8 out of 10. The premiere is a solid 8 out of 10. But when you see what happens, it sets it up for such a good season. And that's the most important thing about it's our time. These are the best days of our lives. Yeah, so you guys are in for, I wouldn't say necessarily a treat. It's going to feel like home.
As much as y'all talked about Scandal, y'all better be watching.
Exactly. Y'all better be watching. Y'all better be tuned. Because we will be tuned in every motherfucking time this shit comes on. And we're gonna come right back on this podcast and talk about it again. And as much as I talk shit about Sandoval and Schwartz, I have some more left in me. I never run out of steam. I never get tired. Okay? So it's going to be a lot. I also have a lot of opinions about some people on the show. And it's going to be the time of our lives. It's right now. It's when you get this show, it's January 19th. Or no, January 20th. So you'll have 10 days. 10 days before you get to see it, and we're gonna watch it at the same time everyone else is gonna watch it, probably on Threads. So follow us on Threads, and it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, that is the Bravo Liberty. What we really want to talk about, we'll save it. Let's go into part 2 of the Salt Lake City reunion. What do you think?
This one was really good. I felt like it was the Jack Barlow episode because that's all they talked about. I really want to start by saying too, like, Heather gets on my nerves. I was really enjoying Heather with the whole Monica situation, but I feel like when it comes to Jack Barlow, why is she so worried about his mission? His journey, his mission, his journey. Oh, it should have went like this. Oh, it should have went like that. Oh, if you call me. Oh, if you text me. Oh, if you sat on the toilet and call me. Oh, if you it was just so many things. That is her son. That is his business. Who gave Heather who made her the queen of the missions?
The last time I checked, and correct me if I'm wrong, she left Mormonism. And she also wrote a book called Bad Mormon. So when it comes to that, if you're out of it, if you're a bad Mormon, why are you so worried about it?
Stay out. And my thing is, you made your own rules, right? She did what she wanted to do. She did it her way. Oh,
no, apparently No, she had to be a by the book Mormon the way that she's coming after Lisa and all of that. And I want to make this very clear. What Mary Cosby was saying could totally be right? Maybe in the Mormon books, there's a lot of, racism, homophobia, things against, minorities. That's not what's so shocking to find out. The problem is that people practice the way that they want to practice their religion.
Correct.
I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. Would you say you agree?
No, I absolutely agree.
But I don't follow everything in the Bible.
Of course not.
Does that mean that I don't believe in God and Jesus?
Y'all know me. Okay. That's just that. I don't even have
that felt aggressively homophobic.
Y'all know me.
That
come on.
Was funny.
I don't follow every single thing.
So I don't follow everything. I have Jewish friends. Excuse me, why are you texting me on Saturday? People follow their religions the way that they follow their religions. It doesn't mean you're less than, or you don't believe, or you don't. Heather is not God.
And when it comes to kids, I do believe that somebody else's kids are not your concern. You can care about their well-being, and as long as they're safe. And if you're a friend of Lisa, support her son from afar. But you don't need to, every time something happens, oh, he's in I heard he was in California. I heard he was in it. That's none of nobody's business. This is her son. If she wants to speak on it, she will. I don't understand why Heather keeps inserting herself in every little thing. And a lot of people don't like Whitney, but one thing about Whitney, she says what she says and she keeps it moving. She's not going to sit here and pretend like she has all the answers, because she doesn't.
Thank you.
She doesn't, and she knows she doesn't. Which is why she's like, you know what? I'm gonna step down
because she's someone who left the religion. She's someone who left the religion, and she's like, okay, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm cool with everyone else doing what they got to do, right, but I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you about your beliefs. Just know that I just don't share that same belief system anymore. I left it, but I respect yours. It's all about respect. And Heather gets disrespectful. And that's why when she's like, oh, the Mormon church wants to just sue me. I wonder why. Because you left and you still talking about it. Imagine we quit a job, right? I quit a job and all I do is talk about that job for the rest of my life on TV.
It doesn't make any sense. They would have no choice. But to
shut up. It was like the book is okay to talk about your experience, and that's what I thought that the book was for. Like,
it's out
to talk about your experience.
The book is out, so we can stop.
Right, but it just seems like she's more worried about when she was a boudoir photographer and Whitney came and threw around her panties.
Threw her panties on the ground, and
she said, "Pay me like one of your French girls." What does that have to do? Like, I don't understand. So then why are you so obsessed with Mormonism?
Yeah, but Heather just needs to, mind her business and stay in her lane and just worry about the whole back and forth between her and Monica. That's all I want to see her do.
Yeah. I did okay, what did you think about Mary coming out, though?
I liked it. I'm glad they gave us enough. I like to see that she has a relationship or she's cool with Angie K. I did like that.
She was like, I like Angie because she can take it.
Mm-hmm. And I really don't feel like she likes Angie.
You thought she was lying?
Yeah. I think it's just one of those. I don't even think she likes Monica.
I don't think she likes Monica. I think that she likes that Monica has shaken everything up. And that she has the girl scrambling, and that Monica gets under everyone else's skin. So therefore, an enemy of her enemy is her friend.
It's her friend, exactly. And then Monica's just like, take a seat. I love it. But that's just because Monica has nobody in her corner.
But I also feel like, and this is, I also feel like even if everyone was against me, or even if everyone liked me, I would want to be liked by Mary. I don't know why. Especially because she has such a fickle. She dislikes people for the most weird reasons, and she likes people for the most weird reasons. So I would feel so special if Mary is like, I like you. Like, I don't know. Something about that would make me feel like.
I just feel like she would never like me.
Do you? Never mind. I'm not going to ask that. I think that, does she? I think that she genuinely does like Meredith.
I think because Meredith doesn't care.
That's the key. I feel
she would like me, because I just feel like I couldn't care because it would stress me out.
It's too much. It's almost like you're safer if she doesn't like you because you know that just not to fuck with her.
You just know.
Just like Lisa. Lisa is just like...
And she's going to hate what I have to say.
Yeah.
So I would be like, fair,
Yeah, no. I think I would want her to, like... Maybe that can be our pot stir. Like, do you want to be liked by... Because she's such a controversial character.
You guys want to be liked by Mary Cosby?
Like, we don't have a bunch of Heathers following us who, like, would let Giselle step on her with a 6-inch heel. Like, we have people who think for themselves. And it's okay to be honest sometimes and wanting to be liked or not caring or wanting to be disliked. So would you want her to like you? Would you want her to be, okay with you like she is with Angie? Or would you want her to dislike you? Like, what would you choose? I feel like that's the posture of the episode. Episode 2, we got into, getting on some of the other girls' asses more so than just Monica because Mary came out. And we talked about some things, but obviously we did not get to the meat and potatoes of Reality Von Teasgate. So we're like waiting on episode 3, and we also will be on social media about it. Yeah, we're going to be on social media about it. We're going to be on Threads. I'm actually going to be on Threads. Aaron is going to be on Twitter because this is like one of those once in a life, not a lifetime, but once in a long time events. And we will be either tweeting from the Heard At channel or social media profile, or we'll be tweeting from ours. We don't know yet, but obviously most of you guys follow us on social media. So on social media, get your booty on Threads or get your booty on Twitter. You'll get either of us. And also pick a side. Are you Team Aaron or are you Team Kaya?
Oh my God. Why do they have to pick a side?
Pick
you
a
can
side,
get Twitter
pick a
and Threads
side.
notifications at the same time, guys.
No, everyone's going to pick Aaron because Aaron is definitely, no, you don't get it because we're funny in our own ways. But since you not rarely, you're on social media a lot, but you're not on the Bravo We're Black social media a lot. I'm the one who's always like every second trying to keep up with every comment and things. And then you are more like, I'm going to post this meme. I'm going to respond to this person, but then I'm going to my personal account. You're the personal account poster, I feel.
Oh, yeah. Because
it's a treat.
Yeah. No, I wish I could put my picture. I might change our Abby for a second to like my face, like zoom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
it's a treat to be able to interact with you. Plus, you're just so funny. It's like we both bring different things to the podcast, which is why people love us. So I know that you guys are going to be Team Aaron that night. But the good thing about it is that I've been on Threads trying to have my own team. You know, have my own.
You had the Emmys and you had Succession.
Yes.
Because everybody was like, Team Succession.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that.
But anyways, we will be on Threads and on Twitter. And at the end of the day, we're still in the same team. And that is Bravo. We're Black. And we will be on social media talking about this. We might even, I don't know, if this goes well, we might even live tweet or live thread Vanderpump Rules with Her That. It just depends on what they want. So shout out to them. Shout out to y'all.
Have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you like Energy K even more when the episode started off with the like, you fucking Range Rover under a fucking carport spending your kids' money on a fucking purse? Did you like that? Because I seen
How could I say no to that?
I seen the unedited version and I'm like, oh my gosh, Angie K.
She was kind of eating.
Angie K does not play.
I have really made a 180 on Angie K. It was just something about last season. I think it was when you remove Jen Shah, then you're really able to be like, okay, let me see what everyone's talking about. And Angie K at the beginning of the season, I'm like, she just wants to be liked by Lisa. She's such a copycat. And then when she turned and she was like on Team Monica while Lisa was still sticking up for her, I felt that because I'm like a very loyal person. So if you were beefing with somebody and then you all of a sudden are friends with them and I'm still beefing with that person, I look dumb. So then that's what I didn't like. But then throughout the season, she just had these different moments. And then now at the end of the season, the finale, and then also on the reunion, I am now a fan of Angie K.
Angie K said, when I die, I can't take the money with me. Like, that's just how I feel.
Angie K is definitely like Gag City commissioner. She's very important to Gag City.
A pillar in the community, if you will.
She's a pillar in Gag City. That's important. But yeah, episode 2 of the reunion of Salt Lake City season 4, excellent. Let's move on to something that is so fun that Aaron needed to take a shot real quick. Traitors.
Traitors.
Tell
everybody
me
get your
everything.
suit, get your shades, get your whatever outfit.
Put on your best imitation of Paddington Bear and get your ass out to Scotland.
Exactly.
And let's get ready to kill somebody.
Let me pull up my notes.
Why are you holding your phone away like an old person trying to see the screen?
Because I have to tell you guys.
God.
From the jump, they're
Right.
all coming in. Like, the thing that I like about this show, though, is it's so dramatic.
Right.
It's so intimidating.
Right.
Like, even when they get to the gate, the gate's like, open the fuck up. Like, and then they just come in. And then they all just get out of the car. You're seeing the house. You're seeing the aesthetic. You're seeing the kitchen. You're seeing the drapes. And
Right.
this house is so like, it's like an Etz mansion.
It literally is like that one scene in Deadpool, the second one, when they go and they get the little boy and the little boy is like beating everyone's ass. And like Deadpool pulls up and they're like, oh, we have to just like basically like fucking eliminate him or whatever. And then Deadpool was like, no, that house is like, you know, a bad house to grow up in. Let me go talk to him. And then he ends up beating Deadpool's ass and they go to jail. That's not related, but that's exactly like the house that I feel like they had to film that at.
Yeah. Like,
It's like a mansion, but also Professor X is going to wheel down at
Alan
any
is
time.
Professor X.
Yeah.
Alan in that red suit, too. Alan, let me borrow that red suit.
When he
boy.
came out, I was
Let me
like,
borrow that red
that's
suit.
a nasty outfit.
A nasty suit with the I don't even know what to call that over his shoulder. It's like a
Drape, it's like drape, like
drape.
shawl, like coat, cape. It's a
when
cape.
we get invited to the Met Gala, that's gonna be
Right.
my first look.
I'm so glad you have that reference.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear the Marilyn Monroe dress that Kim Kardashian fucked up.
Remind us that we said this.
Remind us
We're gonna
this is
forget,
episode.
for sure.
This is episode of this episode. Oh, okay. How you will give us a reminder of what we said, because this is going to be in a few years, not too many years. When we talked about Angie K, and Aaron just did that whole speech about the unedited version of Angie K. That's iconic. I'll instantly remember this episode. So the episode where Kaya did a 180 on Angie K.
That's it. There we go.
Okay. He looked amazing.
I also want to ask you too. As soon as I seen the show, I'm like, I wonder who Kaya is most surprised to see. Even though I'm pretty sure you probably read the names before the show came out.
We read the names here. No,
did.
but even like reading the names and then seeing the people that were actually there and the things that they have to do, I would never think that Phaedra is doing any of this because I've never seen her lift a finger.
Yeah.
And she's my favorite one so far, and they couldn't have picked a better traitor. But just her doing these physical activities, doing strategy is what I think that she would be good at because she's a lawyer, obviously. Right. But I felt like it was either her or Sheree, but Sheree is athletic. Tamara is athletic. So that was like so easy of them to be able to participate in the like physical parts. But Sheree is not only surprising me as in being, well, she was always going to be my favorite probably, but she came through with it. Mm-hmm. But on the physical part too, and also having such a heavy role as a traitor. And I did not think that they were going to make her a traitor. Who surprised you?
I would definitely say Phaedra, both Phaedra, Sheree. And then the Peppermint, definitely.
I don't like how they did Peppermint.
But I'm going to get into that because I didn't like that shit either. And, yeah, I would say the two households. And also the two girls on Survivor. Let me pull up my notes because I got their names.
It's too many of them, I'll be honest. The people from the challenge or the people from Survivor, I do not know.
Pravati and Sandra, the two rivals from Survivor.
Pravati, you know what? I would be surprised by her because she's always put together.
She is one of my favorites now. I do like how she played her part in the third episode, which we'll get into. But the first one, Then Johnny Bananas went home, right?
Yeah. Johnny Bananas was there, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want this. This was my thought. I watched. Okay, also, I was going to save this for the pop culture episode, but it's relevant here. House of Villains has been renewed for season 2. We're already like fan casting on Threads who we want. Obviously, I want Jocelyn Hernandez on House of Villains. I want New York back. Even Nene Leakes. Like, let's fucking go. Let's really put that budget to test because this is such a good show. But he basically threw House of... Okay, I need to publicly apologize for Johnny Bananas because I definitely called him like crusty, musty, dusty, rusty looking because that's what he gives me.
I was just about to say.
I got him his ass. But he deserves it because he not only is like just like a creepy crawler, but he also just dates everyone with a hole. Like every girl on reality that's like the it girl, he tries to date her, and I don't know why everyone loves him. He dated Juliet from. Anyways, so he basically threw House of Villains so Tanisha Thomas from Bad Girls Club could win. And I thought that was very noble of him because he knew that if he kept Tanisha in the game, people would have more sympathy and vote for her. But if he threw her out of the game, he knows that he would win. So he decided to keep her in the game, essentially throwing the game and, allowing her to win. Don't get me wrong, she won on her own, but Johnny Bananas could have easily taken that from her. So that was very noble of him because he knew that she wanted to have the money because she's a single mom. And I didn't think that Johnny Bananas really like had any kind of like, I don't know, of a conscience or heart or whatever. But he does. So he won me over. But when I saw him on House of Villains, I was like, he's too good. He's gonna win. I don't want to sit through another show where I have to sit through his commentary and like see him win again. So when they sent him home first, I was like, this is literally the smartest choice they can make.
Same way.
Because he's too good.
They're like, send his ass home.
That was genius.
Usually.
And I think that's what the end of episode 1 is when they really hooked me in.
Yeah.
Because I was going to watch anyway, but I was only watching because I liked a few of the people on the cast. So that's when they hooked me in, when they sent Johnny Bananas home. Also having Phaedra be a traitor, that was interesting. And then when they recruited Pavarti, right, to the traitors, genius.
That was a smart move because she's really, and at first I was worried about her because I'm like, if she sends Sheree home, I'm going to be pissed.
Even Phaedra was like, you know what, but that's my girl.
Go in that other room.
Yeah.
And do somebody else. And MJ, if it's you, I'm sorry.
Listen, Reza went home on the first episode last time, and that's why I didn't really watch the show because they sent Reza home the first time. So listen, that's your homegirl.
And MJ, I'm sorry, but even during that Scarecrow challenge, you kind of fucked it up for everybody. So you gotta go.
You think MJ gotta go?
Yeah, she has to go.
Ooh.
I mean, she has to because it's not gonna be Sheree. And then the other cast members, I'm kind of like, I'm rooting for them. And then who got the boot? Matt's had to go too. So that eliminates 2 people that I really didn't care about. I'm going to be honest. MJ, I like to see her. But for this show, especially during that Scarecrow challenge, I was like, yeah, you're pissing me off. Like, don't fuck the game up. Because they had the right one the first time. And then she went back and she's like, oh, no, it's Peppermint. No, they chose the other one. And the right one was Peppermint. And that's the one that they should have chose from the jump. Because
everyone, I'm sorry, even if you don't watch Drag Race, you probably heard of Peppermint. Over who was that? Deontay. Okay, to be fair, I don't know. I'm not a straight
so it's man. Like, I don't know him, but I like him on the show.
I want to know why he's so emotional though. Like this grown man, and he's a boxer. He literally, like, for a living, beats the shit out of people.
And he's crying. I'm like, we're on the 3rd episode.
I'm like, I wouldn't even cry. I'm sorry if I had to say.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep to me.
It's a game.
Like, well, I'll see you later.
I'll see you at the
They're gonna
reunion.
do a press thing after. So
Yeah, a press junket or reunion. Maybe bring him back. See you in real life. See you on Instagram. See you on OnlyFans.
I can't do this shit. Like, man, I've been in this shit too long, man.
I was so shocked. And like, so because I didn't understand the reference, I texted a straight man who watches boxing because he's like or fighting or whatever it is, because he's known for that. Like, he's very good at his sport. So I'm like, get your mans. Like, what's wrong with your mans? He's here on this show that I'm watching that you would never watch, and he's crying. He's like, Deontay, you don't mean Deontay Wilder. And I'm like, I don't know his last name. So then I Googled the cast of Traitors, and I sent him, I'm like, this your boy? And I'm like, yeah, him. So then I sent like a clip of Deontay like crying, like sobbing, like to where Phaedra has to, it's okay, baby, him. Like, did I, baby? And I'm like, yeah, he is literally sobbing. And the straight man in question, no, that's not my nigga, I'm single, I just want everyone to know. He was just like, I don't know why this man is crying. He was shocked.
He might have an attachment to maybe it's something behind the scene. I don't know.
You know what I think it is? I think that maybe since he can detach physically and beat someone's ass, emotionally it hurts more.
Maybe.
Like a psychology kind of thing.
That's a good perspective.
Because you know how sometimes when like your mom would beat you and then like ask you later on, do you want something to eat? And it's like, oh, that hurt me more than it hurt you. Like, no, it didn't. And it's like, what are you talking about? Do I want something to eat? Yes, but I'm also like,
that
you
hurt.
just beat my ass.
Yeah.
So maybe that is like an adult form of it.
Okay, so getting into Peppermint going home, how did you feel about that? Me personally, I don't really think they had enough information and enough reason to send her home. I'm like, what is it that she
out
did? She
of
was
nowhere.
A team player the whole time, playing her role.
But I also am just like, if she was a traitor, this is too obvious. Just sit back and think. Think about what's going on. Think about the personalities. Think about how you just sent someone innocent home.
Because they're like, oh, you're too quiet. Oh, you're too this. You're too that. I'm like, it's the ones that's literally consoling everybody. That's the ones that you got to watch out for. Immediately, if I was on that show, I would have been like, I would have known that it was Phaedra.
Yep.
But instead of voting for her,
right,
I would have pulled her to the side and I would have been like, I want to join that.
Right. I would just literally look at her and be like, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I know. And I got you. But with that being said,
yeah.
When y'all get downstairs and y'all put on those clan hoodies and y'all make y'all decisions.
I want to do that so bad.
You want to be a traitor? That's what I wanted. That was my other question.
I want to go like right here. I just want you guys to see like my chin.
How are you going to breathe?
I'll figure it out later.
So that's what I was going to ask you, and you just answered that. Would you rather be an innocent or a traitor?
I want to be a traitor.
I feel like it's very obviously that I would be a traitor, so I want to be the innocent.
No, because I would be so friendly. I would be like, yeah, you got it.
I feel like you should be a traitor.
Who is that traitor?
Yeah. You'd make a great traitor.
You just have to have a poker face and pretend like you don't care.
My thing is, like, I would want to win so very badly that I might be like, hey, if I told you something, would you tell me something?
Yeah,
like, I would just be
they're gonna figure it out.
I would literally unmic myself and be walking around the mansion, like, looking at shit, looking at people, looking at actions, looking at things.
And I like that this is so challenging because it's not the typical show where they like take you in the back room and then force them to talk to each other. Right. Like, they free roam around the house And they take risks. Like, this is a risk. When you're walking to that bookcase to grab the flask,
When you have to put, that's why you like Pavarti. Like when you have to choose someone to poison and
right.
time is running out. What's the motherfucking procedure?
What's the procedure? And literally, she was doing everything she could. She's like, what do I do? She changed the game plan. She's like, it gotta be MJ. And that's exactly what I would have did.
But she was like, MJ's not going to drink out of this.
Shit, I would have did it to Deontay. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. You want some? What's your favorite drink?
Oh my god,
I have some Capri Sun here. You don't got a cry baby because fucking you're going home, so you don't have to cry out. I won't shed tears for you. Don't hit me though. Don't hit me. So what else did you? Okay, so I want to go back to Peppermint for a minute. I thought that it was just so unnecessary that she was even pointed to as a traitor. I thought that they would be like, no, but this is too obvious. If she was a traitor, she wouldn't have stuttered and said a traitor on accident. Like they kept saying, oh, but when you were in the kitchen, you accidentally said, but you did. Shut up.
But it was just too much. And then that girl, she was like, get your hand out of my face. I'm just like, girl, like, calm down. Like,
it's not that I want her. Who is she? What's her name?
Calm down. Who is that?
I hate that bitch. I'm sorry. Like, just from the show, not in real life, but whoever the fuck she is, she has got to go. More so than MJ. MJ could go home, sure, but that's the one I want going home. The one that got Peppermint sent home. And then if I was someone in that space, I would be like, hey, we got to get this bitch out.
Yeah, who was that? Oh, Trishelle.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah.
Hate her guts.
Yeah.
Not personally, like, hey girl, if you want to come on. But like on the show, can't stand her.
Can't stand her ass. And I also want to say, Ekin-Su, you're a motherfucking liar. Okay.
Oh my god. Hold on now. Hold on. We gotta respect Ekin-Su because that's Kendrick's fave.
But
from Love Island.
Sorry, and I'm talking to Kendrick.
And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people's favorite.
She's lying. Okay. Janelle, this is a game. Number one, Janelle had the shield. She came behind her to the right and rested her hands on her shoulder and tried to play it cute so that the cameras would think she's not doing too much. And then with her other hand, because all we see is the back of it. And then with her other hand, she's trying to like grab the shield. And Janelle's like, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Like, don't do that. The whole time. And then she wants to get in the car when Janelle gets the shield. And she wants to be like, oh, she's selfish. Girl, what do you mean? This is Traitors. This isn't Build-A-Bear Workshop. This is
it's just like on Drag Race. This isn't RuPaul's best friend race. This is RuPaul's drag race. Right. So if I have to drag your ass, I'm gonna drag your ass. If I have to be traitorous, I'm gonna be traitorous.
Selfish for wanting to stay safe.
Well,
was she supposed to get on her knees and be like, here you go. Here's the shield. I'm sorry. I'll just back away.
I genuinely thought that she stole that girl, that Ekin-Su's thing. I need to rewatch it.
I rewinded a few times. And
no, I trust it. I just thought it would, like, because at that time I was on my phone because I was like, I don't care about either of these bitches.
Y'all gonna have to show me because I defended Janelle because I felt like Ekin-Su was too quick to jump on this whole like bandwagon and be like, oh,
being
friends. She doesn't look out for her. She just looks out for herself. That's what she's supposed to do. This is Traitors. So that's
just like with House of Villains.
I didn't understand. And that's why I was so happy when Phaedra called her name. And she was like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to choose you to go home. If I had anybody to choose to be a traitor, it would be you. Because number one, your story isn't even consistent. And you had too much going on. Like you really do. You had too much going on. She's looking for friends. She's not looking to play the game. So she has to go.
Ooh, I hate it.
I'm sorry. I know y'all like her, but ever since, and I liked her too. But when she did that, I'm like, it wasn't that deep. It was a shield. She had to do what she had to do to save her.
No, but like when it comes to getting the shield, which protects you from going home, I would actually punch a bitch in the face for it.
No,
so
me
I
too.
don't understand why
Me too. I would be,
she's
they would be
getting.
like, actually, you have to go home. Because I would have got that hammer. Yeah. I'm just kidding, guys. No, I don't
Yeah,
want
like no, but we're just
you
talking
to think that you can't
gameplay.
fight me on Traitors.
If you play Dungeons and Dragons, just pretend that this is Dungeons and Dragons, and you have to do
Right.
whatever the fuck you have to do to protect whatever the fuck you're protecting on Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I didn't watch enough of I just know from Stranger Things. So it's a really good show. We are actually going to be watching this and covering this because it comes on every Thursday. So when we get off, it'll be like around an hour until the new episode is out. It's on Peacock. It is so good. It's such a treat.
Lastly, I also want to know, what did you think about Max and that whole thing?
Max, I felt nothing because I didn't know him, didn't know where he was from, didn't care about him. Like, it was fine.
But I'm like, damn, it was fuck Max? Because everybody was like, Max.
But look at what they did to Peppermint.
I'm like, God damn.
Peppermint.
That's how, yeah, you're right.
And Peppermint did what?
And I don't know, it just kind of felt racist.
And kind of like transphobic.
I'm glad, yeah. Because when she left, I didn't see, everybody was like, When I was
Deontay was the only one who was like, man,
yeah,
I feel
she was cool. Yeah, I feel really bad about it. But everybody else, they were like, okay.
Yeah, like it was just a casualty. And I'm like, hey.
Damn.
And then also not to just get into the socio-economical political part of it, but why would the black trans woman be the fucking traitor? Like, why would the game make her the fucking traitor? That would literally be too obvious and too actually transphobic to make her the traitor. In my opinion, that would put she had too big of a target on her back.
To be fair, too, I think that they are trying to give everybody free range.
Yeah, they're trying to make everyone think that it doesn't matter who you are, anyone can be the traitor. But I'm talking about on TV. Because if she got chosen to be a traitor, we would be like, oh,
I think people aren't really thinking logically when it comes to that. I think people are more so just like, who could it be?
Scrambling.
But I do kind of feel like I said, she didn't really have a friend in that house. She didn't really have anybody who really other than, and I will say, it was a few people that were on her team, and one of them being the one from Survivor. Because she also vouched for Peppermint.
Yeah, the one with the curly hair.
Yeah. And she's a hell of a game player.
She's a winner, baby. I think that okay, so just early predictions. I think she's going to win. Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know because she won Survivor. And that's why that other girl is pissed off. I think it's going to be Parvati.
Ooh, I can see that too.
I think because she's playing this a little bit seriously. She's like, I'm not losing this shit again. You better trip out them $1. I'm not going out again. Because that's humiliating. You get on the show and then you lose to the same person on a different show.
I would knock everything over.
Yeah. I would tear that whole shit up.
Yeah, there is no castle.
Because Max canceled rap shit, but that's on Tuesday's episode, Wednesday's episode.
Sure.
But all right, guys.
Yeah, so guys, would you rather be liked or disliked by Mary Cosby? Also, would you rather be a traitor or an innocent? And please follow us on Threads, follow us on Twitter, follow her dad wherever you prefer, on Instagram, on Threads, on Twitter, on YouTube. Yeah, follow our YouTube. Give us 5 stars on the podcast, on Apple, on Spotify. sign up for our Patreon. Just help us, okay? Damn, we love you so much. We will be back very soon. We love these shows. We love talking about them, and we love your opinion. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching, commenting, DMing. A lot of DMs. A lot of DMs. We will try to get to you. We have a lot of porn DMs, so if y'all Instagram, can y'all do something about the porn bots?
Oh, yeah.
Like, hello?
I want to join your sets chats.
No, not today.
Weird ass link.
Yeah, I'm not clicking it. I don't know what's going to happen. And we will talk to you very soon. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
A Huda Media Production.